Welcome everyone to week 2 of Friday Night Fever. The Rockbridge Bruins suffered a season-opening loss to Rockhurst, so tonight the Bruins look to bounce back with a trip to St. Louis to play the DeSmet Spartans. A new starting quarterback for Rockbridge this year, it's Carson Ringdahl, replacing Logan Tweehouse, who graduated last year. And Ringdahl had a big ball game. 44-yard pass here to Malik Gleason for a touchdown. Rockbridge up early, 7-0. DeSmet quarterback Andrew Effer answers, though. This is a 40-yard scoring strike to Bryant Perry. And look at the catch, the concentration on the juggling football as he makes it. That's a 40-yard pass to put DeSmet on the board. And then Carson Ringdahl, though, too much, finds Gleason again. 33-yard score. Look at the run after the catch. Rockbridge rolls over DeSmet 47-17. Hickman at Lee's Summit. And senior running back Ryan Old stole the show in Lee's Summit. First quarter, Carden Nicolai hands off to Old for a 63-yard touchdown run for the Cupies. And they had a lead over the Tigers in the first quarter, 7-0, and a little frustration early in this game on the Lee's Summit sideline. Lee's Summit, though, goes for it on 4th and 1 here in the first half, and the Cupie defense up to the task. Hickman hung in this game on the road, leading through the first half, but Lee's Summit too much in the end, coming back to win it 20-7. The Tigers score the final 20 points of the game. Hickman drops to 0-2. Jefferson City and head coach Ted LePage visiting the CBC Cadets in St. Louis. CBC hammered Hickman last week 66-7, and CBC had its way with Jefferson City as well. Roderick Bryant, one-handed catch for the Cadets as you get another look. CBC scored in that drive to make it 7-0. The Jays do respond, though, in the first quarter. Denzel Wilson carries the football for the Jaybirds. On this screen pass, he makes the catch and then will run it 27 yards for the score. Ball game tied at 7, but that was it. CBC at home went on to pound the Jays 49-14. The Battle Spartans, defending state champions, home against Holtz. Wide receivers did it today. Chrome Thorpe on the sweep here. 13-0 battle in the first. 3rd and 19 for the Spartans now, and it's Brevin Tyler to Javon McQuitty for a 68-yard touchdown. 23-0 Spartans. McQuitty not done yet. Take a look at the catch here on the jump ball. 22-yard score there. Spartans roll 55-12 over Holtz. On to Camdenton, the Lakers and West Plains. Camdenton superfan Kenzie Clark tragically passed away back in 1988. And today, the family was honored. The mother of Kenzie presented this game ball to the team. A very nice gesture by Camdenton to have her back. And then the current players recognized. West Plains opening drive, Sam Hall, 62 yards to Andrew Cobb, 6-0 Zizzers. Camdenton looks to fight back with the help of the new mascot, Laker Boy, unveiled tonight for the first time. First quarter, Camdenton's Dylan Decker to Michael Terry, 17-yard scoring pass. Ball game tied at 6. West Plains would win 13-12. A Camdenton extra point try, no good. That would have tied the game with 22 seconds left, so the Lakers lose. On to Marshall. Owls and Smith Cotton Tigers. Fans brought their American pride and barbecue to celebrate USA Night in Marshall. Smith Cotton brought a strong running game with it. Running backs Carlton Homan and Noah Ozira ran away from the Marshall defense in this game. Homan had 3 scores. Ozira sealed the deal with this touchdown as Smith Cotton beats Marshall 41-14. On now to Mexico. The Bulldogs and California Pintos. Spencer Thomas defensively for Mexico makes the interception here, a sliding grab. And then it's Avion Williams diving in for the score for the Bulldogs. Mexico's defense really showed up well tonight against California. So well, it shut out the Pintos. This is an interception, and Dion Wayman, a 68-yard return to the California 22. Mexico blanks the Pintos 35-0. On to Ashland, Southern Boone County and South Callaway, and the rodeo in Ashland. And take a look at the steer wrestling, and what a tremendous job there in just a few seconds. Meanwhile, the running game for Southern Boone going well. Tanner Smith scores a touchdown there. KUMUH Jim Reek warming up the arm to throw shirts to the stands. We think he may have reached the 3rd row. Maybe. And Smith Cotton running the ball well. Tanner Smith And this misdirection running game for the Eagles just had South Callaway grasping for air at times. Cole Morris scores, and Southern Boone 2-0 with a big victory, 48-zip over South Callaway. All right, School of the Osage, the Indians home against the Spartans. Osage looking to spear the Spartans. Both teams lost their opener. First Indians drive, quarterback Zach Wheeler can't handle it, so Osage had to punt. Moberly takes over. Drake Davidson leads the Spartans downfield, and it'll hit Matt Folks to get Moberly deep into Osage territory. 4th and goal, though, the Spartans, after the first down, cannot convert. And Moberly's offense never really got going. Osage wins it by a shutout, 14-0. Let's go to the scoreboard now on a busy night. Hannibal hands Elias another loss. The Crusaders 0-2. Look at Father Tolton losing to Lutheran St. Charles, 46-44. I heard the song Doctor, Doctor. I don't know about Father, Father. 35-21, Lebanon over Waynesville. That's an old one, Steph. You don't remember that. 43-6, Kickapoo over Rolla in this game. Higginsville beats Boonville, leveling the Pirates record at 1-1. Cole Camp over Warsaw, 43-0. And with floor director Stephanie Sandoval, we'll be back right after this. Welcome back. We continue our Friday Night Fever coverage with Fulton visiting Versailles. And what a nice touch by Versailles at the outset of this game. Versailles paid tribute to the late Fulton basketball coach Ryan Shaw. He died suddenly last weekend from a brain aneurysm, and Versailles certainly showing class there with that gesture against Fulton. So on to the football game. Fulton's first play from scrimmage. Devin Masson connects with Isaac Franklin. 51-yard touchdown. Hornets up 7-0. Second quarter, it is the outstanding Hornet running back Travis Dean for a 22-yard touchdown. Look at him find the holes and pick his way to the end zone. He had 3 on the day, and Fulton flattens Versailles 56-22. On to North Callaway High School. T-Birds and the Tipton Cardinals. Defensive struggle. North Callaway finally gets the scoring going in the second half with a touchdown run here. T-Birds on the board, but then Tipton, wouldn't you know, finds its offense. Ryan Wood takes the direct snap to give Tipton an 8-6 lead, but North Callaway would come back and win it 22-8. The Cardinals prevail. On to Harrisburg. Bulldogs and Fayette Falcons. And first quarter, Harrisburg on its 35. Trey Freeman a pass to Ryan Nolan. This is a 55-yard play, and it sets up Harrisburg with a touchdown 4 plays later. Second quarter, though, it's Fayette up 7-6. Falcon quarterback Robert Robinson runs 15 yards for a touchdown. Fayette wins over Harrisburg 41-6. Owensville at Blair Oaks. And this fan's ready for some football. So are the Falcons. Jordan Hare, the Blair Oaks quarterback, having a very nice start to his season. Led the team past Moberly a week ago, and here he finds C.J. Klosser, 14-7, Blair Oaks in the second quarter. Then Hare gives his team a 2-possession lead with a quarterback keeper. That makes it 20-7 in favor of the Falcons. Crazy play for Owensville here. Tiston Crawford, the quarterback, picks up the fumble, runs one way then the other, and he scores to pull Owensville within 7, but Blair Oaks wins it going away 48-19. On to Centralia. Miller Field. Panthers and Clark County Indians Veterans Appreciation Night at Centralia. Panthers get the ground game going. Nick Romine, 41 yards for the first scoring of the ball game. Centralia in the lead. The ground game working well for Coach Earl Bennett's team. Clayton Marty weaves through the defense for a 45-yard score. And right before halftime, Centralia scores again. This will be a shorter run, though. Sam Haskamp for 3 yards, 40-0. Salisbury has a tornado shelter, one of the few in mid-Missouri from FEMA, but the Hallsville Indians trying to provide some danger tonight. Salisbury, though, trying to get things going, but look at the safety by the defense there for Hallsville, 2 points. And later it is Graham Mosier with a 30-yard run. Hallsville rolls to victory 37-0. On to Paris tonight. Coyotes and Mark Twain Tigers. First drive. Brett Miller, 7 points on the board for Paris with the extra point on a 1-yard touchdown. But from that point on, all Mark Twain. Tyler Elledge scores from 4 yards out. He had 180 tonight. and it's 43-15. Mark Twain, the winner. On to Montgomery County, the Wildcats and Winfield, and some youngsters looking on. That's the Montgomery County youth team, some future Montgomery County Wildcats. First quarter, Damian Cagle to Joey Marcos, 7-0 Winfield Warriors with the lead. Later, Winfield comes up with an interception of the play, and Winfield wallops Montgomery County by a score of 48-14. On to Van Far, the Vandalia Farber Indians hosting the Colonels of MMA. First drive, Van Far's Parker Wallace is intercepted by Max Marotti, and the Colonels have it at midfield. Second quarter, Van Far drives again, but coughs up the ball again. This is a fumble. MMA recovers. Third time is the charm, though. Van Far finally gets going. Parker Wallace to Nick Barnes. Van Far wins 40-0. Let's go to the scores now. Westran wins by a shutout. Marceline at Schuyler County wins big over the Rams. Macon by 4 and a good one over Monroe City. And the Herman Bearcats victorious at Cuba. Also tonight, Bramer beats Slater. Brookfield, the Bulldogs win over the Highland Cougars. And we're back with more after this on.
Now from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
Welcome back. The Royals at Tampa Bay to start a series with the Rays. Ben Zobrist played for Tampa Bay, so he greeted a lot of former teammates tonight at the ballpark down in Florida. Royals just keep on going, folks. Paulo Orlando singles home Salvador Perez in the second inning, 1-0 KC. Tampa Bay strikes back. James Loney doubles to right as Drupal Cabrera scores. It's a 1-1 ball game. But in the third, Kendrys Morales homers. KC up 3-1. The Royals win again. The final 3-2. Cardinals out in San Francisco, and it's 4-3. Cards have pulled within a run. Marlon Byrd, a grand slam for the Giants. Mizzou volleyball tonight, home against North Dakota State. Carly Cotton, the Tigers, ready to go. This was some match. Mizzou prevailed, winning 3-2. The Tigers win their home opener. And tonight, the Mizzou soccer team lost at Indiana 1-0. That's sports.